Matt McMurray, and I'm a driver for Michael Shank Racing. So my life away from the racetrack mostly consists of school, because I'm still a junior in high school, so I have a lot of homework to do, and that even consists some of my life at the racetrack. So I have to work while I'm here too. But then besides that, I mostly just do homework, and then I hang out with my friends and my girlfriend, and yeah, that's mostly it.
Help your career hanging out with your girlfriend.
My favorite school subject is probably math or science, and that's probably what I want to go into when I go to college. Is I want to be some sort of engineer. Since we have to travel all over the place to race, I have a lot of time on the airplanes, and I spend most of that time doing homework. Sometimes I take a break, but most of the time I'm just doing homework so I don't have to worry so much during the race weekend. My favorite sport outside of racing is probably basketball. That was one of the last sports that I played before I really got into racing. And one of I think probably the sport that I was best at, so that made it fun. And I played it for 2 years in middle school for my school's team. My favorite place that I visited is probably Costa Rica. I went there a long time ago when I was maybe like 8 or 10, and it was just a really, really nice place, and it was a beautiful country, and there's all kinds of stuff to do, and it was nice because it rained a lot there, and I'm from Phoenix, and it almost never rains there. But, like, most people dread it when it starts raining, but we love it. We want to go play outside in the rain. One physical thing that I couldn't live without would probably be my phone or my iPad, because I do all of my work on either of those, and I would be pretty lost without at least one of them. All my schoolwork is on my iPad, and it would be very, very bad if I lost all that. My favorite racetrack is probably Le Mans. Partially because it's Le Mans and it's just a famous track, and it's a really good memory, but also just because it's a really fun track and there's all kinds of different corners there. Another one of my favorite tracks is Mont Tremblant in Quebec, partially because that's a really fun track, and then there's also on the mountains next to it, there's like a luge thing that you can go down with all your friends, and after all the races, all the drivers always go there and crash into each other. It's really fun. One of my biggest fears is probably heights. Just in general, skydiving or bungee jumping and stuff like that. Just looks terrifying. My mom and my older brother are really into it, but I couldn't imagine doing that stuff. I'm not sure if I have one person who's sort of a hero for me, but just a lot of people that sort of inspire me to do better. All of my teammates, AJ and Oz and John and my coach Gerardo and my dad and Mike and all kinds of other people that I've worked with, that I just see how good they are at certain things, and it just makes me want to do better. My ultimate racing goal is to basically just make a career out of racing, and it's a really hard thing to do, but you just got to keep working at it and just keep going and trying harder and harder and harder, and hopefully eventually it'll become true.